The heavyweight division absolutely sucks.
I see my haters proud of me now. When I'm around, it's all smiles. I took over my whole town.
This is probably the least exciting the UFC heavyweight division has ever been in the history of it. Take a look at the top 15 in the UFC heavyweight division. Which one of these fighters are you like, oh my God, I gotta watch this man fight when he's in the octagon? There's not that many of them. I mean, Tom Aspinall, his last fight, he got eye poked. I think it was a serious eye poke. I mean, he's been out and he still says he had trouble tracking things going down the road. He still can't drive. He can't play with his kids. I'm assuming it's a serious eye poke. But this sucks for the division. Ciryl Gane, waiting for that rematch. He's waiting for his undisputed title shot once again. Is Tom Aspinall going to give the belt up? I don't think he is. Then you have Alexander Volkov sitting right there at number 2, whose last win is over IOU TA in a fight to where he won because he threw more punches after getting grabbed for the majority of the fight. That is not exciting prospects coming off of a fight. And you have Sergey Pavlovich right there, who's coming off of a timid fight against Waldo Cortez. It was a decent scrap. Then you have Curtis Blaydes right there, being the heavyweight gatekeeper at 4, whose last win is over Rizvan Kuniev, which I don't know how Kuniev got that fight in his UFC debut, but it is what it is. And then you have Waldo Cortez Acosta, who's coming off of stopping Derek Lewis. That's your top 5 in the heavyweight division. None of those guys are like, oh my goodness, he is fighting, I gotta see him fighting. In my opinion, they're not there yet. That's just me though. And then for promising heavyweight, you have what? Mario Pinto. Mario Pinto is taking on Mick Parkin. That's going to be a very fun fight. I think it's going to be a very fun heavyweight fight as is. I think Mario Pinto probably going to get the finish in that fight, in my opinion. And then you got Josh Hockett. Josh Hockett talks a lot of shit, but he goes in there and fights and backs it up. So he's an exciting heavyweight, in my opinion. Book him against somebody that's in the top 15. The heavyweight division is very, very thin right now. It's very frail. Because shout out to Oven Vintage. Look at this. How bad the UFC heavyweight division is. 37 active fighters. Average age 32. 0 former champs in the division. Only 2 fighters have had pound-for-pound rankings. 21 fighters with less than 5+ fights in the UFC. 19 fighters with less than 3 UFC wins. Only 5 fighters with no losses in the UFC. Only 6 fighters on win streaks, 2 or more wins. 17 fighters lost their last fight. 11 fighters with 5+ years of experience in the UFC. And 15 fighters have losing records in the UFC. The heavyweight division in the UFC is dying, and they need help. I don't know what they got to do. I don't know if they got to up the pay or what, because they're not exciting right now at all. They're just big and sloppy right now. And then you cut IOU TA, who's, I get it. He's not the most exciting fighter. I understand IOU TA is not the most exciting fighter. But you cut IOU TA and you got Tai Tuivasa still on the roster, who's on a 6-fight losing streak. A 6-fight losing streak. In his last fight, he gassed out with Tyson Teixeira. It was not a good look. It's not an exciting division right now. And I don't understand why. I don't understand what they got to do in order to fix that. I don't know. Some light heavyweights should move up because they could probably break into the top 15 with a win or 2. But I don't know. The UFC heavyweight division is in limbo right now. Tom Aspinall, when's he coming back? Nobody knows. Alexander Volkov said if there's an interim title, he wants to be a part of it. Who's going to meet him in that fight? Is it going to be Ciryl Gane? Is it going to be Waldo Cortez Acosta? I don't know. The heavyweight division right now is a very, very swampy, murky picture, and hopefully the UFC is able to figure it out, because whenever the UFC heavyweight division is great, the UFC in the whole is usually a great product to watch. What did you guys think about this video? What do you guys think about the UFC heavyweight division? Let me know down below in the comments. And like always, I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Be good people. Peace.